Outstanding. Okay, how are you today? Awesome. High five your neighbor and say, so lucky to sit beside you today. Alright, thank you. Have a seat. Alright, before I start, I just really like to thank Babylon and Success Resources for organizing this amazing event. So far, are you guys enjoying the event? Right, if you are, can you help me to give the Babylon team and Success Resources a very, very big round of appreciation for them? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what are you here today? You are here to learn something that may just potentially change your business and your life. Okay, so can we show the screen over here? Okay, look at this graph, which is going to come up very, very soon. Right. Raise your hand if currently you are holding on to a smartphone. You have a smartphone with you right now. Okay, right now in the whole world, there is about 2.2 billion smartphone users. 2.2 billion. And this number is going to grow to about 3.5 billion people in about 10 years' time. So what this means is that we are in a growing industry. Do you agree with me? When you are going into a new business, do you want to be in a growing or a dying industry? Yeah, so ask yourself this question. 10 years from now, are you going to be a consumer or a producer? What is the difference? A consumer is someone that every day use and waste their time on a smartphone. The difference between a producer and a consumer is a producer not just uses the smartphone, but they make money from the smartphone as well. Which do you think is a better option? Okay, say with me, producer. Okay, raise your hand if you want to be a producer. Alright, high five your neighbor, say, that's me. Right, if you stay to the end, you are going to get 3 very amazing things. Number 1, you will learn how to get a good app idea. Okay, one that you love, one that you're passionate about, one that can help people and make money at the same time. Okay, the second thing is you'll be able to learn how to have your own app even if you have not studied coding or programming before. Who here, just like me, you have never learned coding or programming? Well, that's like almost all of us. Okay, number 3, how to monetize and make passive income from your mobile app. Is that important to you? Right, would you stay to the end and listen to what I have for you today? Yes. Okay, thank you very much. And this is also one of the bonus gifts that I would like to give to you if you stay to the end. Is you will get, this is one of my ebook called Smartphone App Secrets. It's less than 20 pages. You can read it over a cup of coffee and then you will learn how to be able to start a mobile app business. Will this be something that may interest you? Who would like me to send this to you? Okay, let's do this together, right? Let's do this, hold your dream. Okay, at the count of 3, right? You do this. Okay, don't do this, okay? Okay, yeah. Okay, let's give everyone here a big round of applause. Amazing. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Okay, I'm Tian, I'm 34 years old. Right, I just flew in from Taiwan. I just did my first Chinese class in Taiwan. Can I hear a wow? Wow? Maybe in 20 years time, if I learn hard enough, I may do my first class in Vietnamese. But the Vietnamese language is really very, very challenging. So can you teach me Vietnamese and I teach you mobile apps? Is that okay? Fair trade. So, can I show you some of the apps that we have created in the past? So we've been creating apps in many different industries, in games, in laundry, in shopping, in clothing, spectacles, perfume, many different types of mobile apps. And this is one of the apps that we have created last year. Okay, this app is called Native. Right? Can you please say me Native? Native. Right, Native is an app that you can use to buy interesting tickets. For example, if you come to Singapore, you can buy like Gardens by the Bay tickets or the Singapore Zoo tickets. Right? If you go to Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, Taipei, Bangkok, you can find very good deals over here. It's going to be cheaper than if you buy online. So would you use this app? Use this app, you can save more money and have more fun at the same time. So the things that I'm sharing with you guys, these are examples, ideas for you to create your own mobile app, for you to use to grow your own business. So that is the fun thing about being in the apps business. You're creating something that you actually love. You're creating something that actually, not only you like it, you enjoy it, it helps people at the same time. And of course, the more people you help, the more money you make. Do you agree? The bigger the problem that you're solving in the world, the more money that you're going to make. True or true? Okay, and this app in the Singapore store, it is #1 in the Google Play Store, as well as #1 in the Apple App Store. Okay, and that's very wonderful. We've also been ranked number 46 in all the top free apps out there in the App Store. Of all the millions of apps, we are ranked number 46 in the top free apps, as well as #7 in the travel category. Okay, this is the app that we are going to launch this month. Okay, this app is called Quay. Can you please say with me, Quay? Right, Quay stands for Key Opinion Leaders and Influencers. I think in Vietnam you call them hot boy and hot girl, correct? Yeah, so any hot boy and hot girl over here? Ah, very good. Okay, high five your neighbor and say, you look hot to me. Right, I think it's that you are very that. Okay, so here this is the app for influencers, okay, for hot boys and hot girls to get connected with brand owners and business owners. Okay, how many of you here you are currently in business? Or you want to be in business? Right, currently right now, one of the most powerful marketing trend that's happening all around Asia is influencers. Influencers are getting better return on investments than your traditional marketing, your newspaper, radio, or even social, like your Facebook marketing. This is a big trend that's happening now. That's why you see there's so many influencers in Vietnam. And where are we going to launch this app? We're going to launch this app in Vietnam. Not in Singapore, but in Vietnam. Because here is the place where there are a lot of influencers over here. And being in this business allowed me to be able to operate, to create my apps, to grow this business wherever I am. So even I just came back from 5 weeks in the United States, traveling around the east and the west coast of the United States. I visited all the Silicon Valley companies like Facebook, Netflix, Nvidia, Google, and all these famous companies. It was an amazing trip. And I could still work on my business, even though I'm not physically in the office. That is the benefit of being in the apps business. Right? How many of you would like to be able to travel the world but still make money at the same time? Okay, Mo, hi, yes. That is what I really love about the apps business. And of course, beyond all this money and travel and toys, the most powerful thing that happened to me was I was finally able to support my parents, that they don't have to work anymore. Okay, I support them financially from my business. And this is my dad and my mom, okay, during their birthday, right, I was celebrating their birthday for them. And I had the privilege, right, I was very thankful for Success Resources and Babylons because they always organize big events and they let me share my passion with them. Okay, how many of you can feel my passion over here? Wow. Okay, one more time, right, help me to thank Success Resources and Babylon for putting this event. It's amazing. Right, thank you so much. Okay, and you guys know this guy has got over 5 million followers on Instagram. He's a very popular influencer. And probably some of you have saw this Jay Abraham, right? He spoke here in Vietnam a few months ago. He is one of the coaches of other billionaires as well. And you guys definitely must know this. What's his name? Tony Robbins. Okay, Tony Robbins, he's a coach to superstar athletes and celebrities as well. And this is, what book did he write? Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? So if I didn't create my app, I wouldn't have been able to meet all these people whom I respected a lot, whom I was reading their books when I was learning about business. So I'm very, very thankful for all this. And not many people know. All of you know who is Robert Kiyosaki. You read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But how many of you have seen the real Rich Dad before? Okay, not very much. This is the real Rich Dad of Robert Kiyosaki. Yes. Okay, and I had the privilege of creating his app, which is ranked #1 in the App Store for their topic and category, okay, called The Future of Business. Okay, and this is one of my clients. Okay, her name is Eva. Eva, together with her husband, moved from China to Singapore to work, but they hated working in Singapore because in Singapore it's very stressful to be there, to be working in Singapore. Anyone, raise your hand if you've come to Singapore before. Wow. Are the people there usually smiling like Vietnam or always busy working? They are usually very busy working, right? So it's a very stressful environment. And the thing is, Eva finally had her first child. So she has a 1-year-old daughter. And because of her work, she didn't have time to be able to spend with her daughter. And because of that, she decided to say, hey, why don't we start a new business? So in Singapore, starting a business is very, very challenging. So they were thinking, what business can we do in Singapore? So they were thinking, hey, in China, there's an app that helps people to wash clothes. Okay, anyone here, you wash your own clothes every day? Can I see? You wash your own clothes every day. Okay, so the two of you wash your own clothes every day. Any one of you, you don't like to wash your clothes, like you wish someone else wash your clothes every day. Yeah, so what you do on this app is, you will find people like them who love to wash clothes, to wash your clothes for you. So they make money and you don't have to waste time washing clothes. Is it painful to hang your clothes out in the sun and wait for it to dry, right? Not knowing that whenever it rains, you have wasted all your time washing the clothes, yes or no? So this app is solving that problem of having the pain to wash clothes. So just this small little idea, it allowed Eva and her husband Jordan to be able to quit their job. Wow, who is this person? Okay, that I will explain to you later. And because of this, in less than 2 years, their app is generating them over $2 million okay, per year from helping people to wash clothes. Hey guys, I think that deserves a big round of applause, like $2 million per year. And of course, because of this, they didn't have to work anymore. They quit their job. They're just running this business and making passive income. The thing is, guys, let me ask you, how many of you have driven, you worked as a Grab driver before, or like Uber driver, Grab driver before? Anyone has ever worked before? Okay, guys, let me ask you this question: how much money can you make being a Grab driver per hour? Maybe at the most $20, $30, $50 per hour. What if you were the one that created Grab and not the Grab driver? Do you think your income will be a lot more? Yes or no? Guys, so this is the question that I'm asking you today. Do you want to be an author selling books, or do you want to be Amazon selling books from other authors? Yes, so do you want to be the one that owns all this, who has all these people who love to wash clothes on your app, or do you want to be the one washing the clothes yourself? Do you want to be the one that is renting out your own room for $500 per month, or do you want to be like Airbnb, where you have hundreds of thousands of people renting their rooms on your platform and you make passive income? Can you see where I'm going at? This is the power of the mobile apps business. You're building a platform where people are actually using it while you're making passive income at the same time, and you can help even more people than if you try to do the business yourself. Are you guys following me? Can you understand what I'm not speaking English, so I understand that the translators have a little bit hard time translating for me. Because from where I come from, we speak Singlish. This is Singapore language. We have our own language, just like Vietnamese. It's called Singlish. So I'm very appreciative of all the translators and very appreciative of you guys spending like really focusing on what I'm trying to say. But so far, are you guys okay? Right? If you're still okay, if you understand what I'm saying, okay, go, bye, bye. Awesome. 10 years ago, this was me. What can I hear? Wow! Wow! Why are you clapping? This is more handsome or? So the thing is, why was I like that? I didn't grow up in a rich family. Both my parents are working people. My mom has a low education. She just has like middle school education, and she doesn't have a lot of income. But my dad has to work very hard to support the family. However, because they've been working so hard all the time, they were hardly at home. How many of you, when you were growing up, your parents were hardly at home, or you didn't live with your parents? Yes, thank you. And because of this, I very much wanted attention from people. And the thing is, because of the stress at work, because my dad has to pay all the bills at home, he has to pay for the car, he has to pay for the house, whenever he's home, he's always very angry and stressed. So whenever he was angry and stressed, he would scold me, he would even beat me up. So I was very afraid to go back home. And sometimes the beating will be so bad that even my mother has to use her own body to cover me. So meaning, myself and my mother will be beaten up by my dad in the process. So I was always thinking, how can I solve this problem? How can my father and mother live in peace? How can I go back to a home where I'm not afraid to go back to? And what was the most hurting thing was, not only did my dad beat us physically, my dad told me that I'm not his son. He told me that, in fact, he even told me to go and kill myself. So growing up, I was always feeling that I'm unwanted and unloved. So that's why I said, hey, if I was able to retire them, if they don't have to work anymore, maybe my dad would be a different person. So what happened was, when I went to school, I wanted attention from people, I wanted love from people, which I didn't have back at home. So I'll be doing many more naughty things, I'll be playing pranks with the teachers, I will always be getting into trouble. But that was because of what I didn't get at home. So that was why I looked like that, you see. And I was always getting into fights in school. And this was the home that I lived in for 20 over years in Singapore since I was 6 years old. It's a very nice, beautiful 3-story house. But you guys know, 10 years ago, there was something called the Asian financial crisis. It was the greatest crisis since the 1930s Great Depression. And because of this, a lot of companies, banks closed down, and my dad's company was one of those that was closed down. And because of that, my dad lost his job. And without the income, he was no longer able to pay for the bank loan of this property. Guys, what happened in Hanoi when you are unable to pay the bank loans? What will the banks do to you? Yes, they will sell it for you, right? They will sell it just to get their money back. So my parents were forced to sell this house at $500,000 under the market valuation. Can you see how much loss did we make from selling this house? It was a very big and painful loss for us. So from a three-level house, we moved to a government subsidized house, which the poor people stay in Singapore, like that. So you see, you can't even put in all the furnitures over here. So it was a very humiliating time for us. Our friends, our relatives, they didn't want to talk to us because they know that we needed money from them. So it was a very lonely and dark time for the family. And not knowing what to do, after my studies, I worked in a cafe. So in the daytime, I'll be washing dishes, and in the nighttime, sometimes when it's my duty, I even have to wash the toilets. I did this for over 2 years and 3 months. Okay, how many of you don't enjoy washing toilets? Okay, imagine doing that for over 2 years. And Ultimately, the owners of the cafe decided to close down the cafe. They said that, hey, they are not making money, so they closed it down. And because of that, I became unemployed. So every day, my father and me will be at home. Because we were both unemployed. Every day he'd be watching the television, and every day I couldn't find a job, so I would just be playing computer. So I wasted my life. For many, many months, I had no income. I used all my money. I still remember at that point of time, I had a girlfriend of 3 years. So my girlfriend, because I didn't have money anymore, so I couldn't bring her to movies, I couldn't take her to dinners, I couldn't buy presents for her, and I felt very lousy about myself, so I didn't dare to ask her out. Because if I asked her out, I wouldn't have money to pay for her. And because of this, my relationship with her got so bad that one day she told me, Tian, I think I need to focus on my studies. What happens when you tell your boyfriend that you want to focus on your study? What are you trying to say? Yes, bye-bye, right? Everyone say bye-bye. It was a very, very painful bye-bye. And I was depressed for many, many, many months after that. And a few months later, I saw her holding hands with another guy who is half a head shorter than me, and his eyes are even smaller than mine. So much for that focus on my studies part. So I was even more depressed after I saw that. I was so depressed, I couldn't eat, I was staying at home all the time, I didn't want to meet people, I didn't have money, I went to the bank, I put in my ATM card, and I couldn't even withdraw any money from the bank. What happened? Because my bank had less than $20. The minimum withdrawal limit is $20. Less than $20, you cannot withdraw any money at all. So I didn't even have money to go and eat properly. So every day I'll be eating cup noodles, chicken rice, and instant noodles. So that's why I look like that now, you see. Very, very thin, underweight, okay, lonely, depressed, broke. Just felt like a useless person in the society. Are you laughing at me? Why I see you guys laughing at me? You guys should feel bad for me, right? But that was all in the past. It's still the same. This was 10 years ago. Okay, and one day, my mom said, hey Tian, stop playing games at home. Stop wasting your time. Why don't you go and learn how to make money? I wasn't interested, but since I had nothing to do, why don't I just go to attend some seminars? So I remember there was an event, something like that, but there was a lot of people there. There was thousands of people. That event was called National Achievers Congress, NAC. Some of you may have heard or attended NAC before. So NAC, later on, I came to realize that NAC is an event organized by Success Resources, one of the greatest seminar organizers in the whole world. Okay, they are the ones that is responsible for bringing Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, and Donald Trump to Asia. So they are very, very powerful company. So this is the largest conference where Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, and all these famous people have spoken at before. So I remember one day, one of the speakers was saying, hey, you can become a millionaire in your underwear. That sounds pretty exciting, right? Since every day I was at home, nothing to do, why don't I learn how to make money online? And maybe I'll be able to support myself, maybe my parents will have a different life. So that was my mission, that was what I wanted to do at that point of time. So, but I didn't have money to attend. So what I did was I had to go and borrow money to attend. I realized that if I don't borrow the money and invest in the course, my life will be the same forever. True or true? Unless I learn something new and do something different, can I expect my life to ever change? No, impossible. Right? Turn to your neighbor and say, you must learn something new for your life to change. These 2 days, you heard from so many awesome speakers. You heard from Sandy, you heard from Adrian, you heard from Heng-Jun, you heard from CK, and all the amazing speakers. Did you guys learn something these 2 days? Can you help me to give my friends in the backstage a big round of applause for flying all the way here to bring such great content? I really agree, I believe that, like Sandy said, how can you learn everything that you can over here in the shortest time? How can you afford to attend all the seminars in the shortest time? So that when you know all the things, then you can make better decisions. You know what is your favorite method of making money. True or true? So at that day, I had a dream. I said that one day, if I learn this, one day I want to be able to change my family's life, and I want to share the story so that other people will not have to go through the same thing as I. So that was my dream. I dreamed that one day I want to be a speaker of NAC. So I was very excited. Finally, although my pocket was empty, I still didn't have money, but my heart was full. I said, hey, I really want to do this. I really want to learn this. And after borrowing a lot of money to attend many seminars, finally I created my first ebook. Okay, this is an ebook that teaches people how to cook. Question, do I look like I can cook? Oh, thank you very much. Yes, actually I can cook. I can cook cup noodles and instant noodles very well because I did that for a very long time. Okay, so what happened was, I had many friends in my email, so I sent them an email. I can mass send them. So I said, hey, I want to write a new book. Can you give me your best recipe? And I want to compile all these books, all these recipes to a new book, and in exchange, I will give you back the whole book for free. So that was very exciting. So I compiled all these recipes. Within 1 week, I had over 100 recipes. I put my name on the cover, and I became an author. I didn't come up with any of the recipe at all. And with the little money I had, I tried to find the most affordable developer I could. I found him online, he was living in India. He was willing to turn my ebook into a recipe, into an app. So I paid him $200 to do it, and that was my very first mobile app. A very ugly looking recipe app. But this ugly looking $200 recipe app, I was selling it at $1 per download in the App Store, and to my surprise, in my first month, I got over 1,200 downloads. I made 1.2k USD from $200 mobile app. Wow. And I realized that was passive income. I only had to write the book once, but the app sells itself every single day. And the good news is, I couldn't find anyone in Singapore who bought my app. All those people who bought my app are from everywhere else. And in US was the biggest group that bought my app. So I was making US dollars from them. You think is it better to make Vietnam dong or to make US dollars? Huh? Dong? Did I hear dong? Dong is what? Dong is not dong, right? Dong is dollar, okay, US dollar. The thing is, when you are selling app in the App Store, you're making money internationally, you're making US dollars. So that gives you a much better buying power. And I took that same content and I sold it in the Amazon store as well. And in the Amazon store, I was selling at $7 per download, 7 times higher than in the App Store. I was hoping that the people who bought my book in Amazon didn't know that I have the same book in the Apple Store. Okay, in the first 3 months, I generated close to $3,000 US from a book that I didn't write, an app that cost me $200 to create. So in that 3 months, I generated close to $5,000 US. That was a lot of money to me because I was totally broke. I was dumb. I was living in a government subsidized flat. I was unemployed, eating chicken rice and cup noodles every day. And the thing is, every day, this is automatic passive income. I only had to do it one time. How many think that this is a pretty good idea? Okay, high five for them and say, passive income is awesome. Okay, and I put advertisements inside the mobile app. So whenever someone downloads the app and clicks on the advertisement, right, I will be making money. Would you guys like to make a guess on the first day how much money I made from the apps? If I tell you the answer, you'll be very surprised. When I tell you the answer, can you give a very loud wow? Okay, get ready. Okay, on the first day, I made a total of 7 cents. And this 7 cents, when more and more people use your app, will your income grow? Yes or no? So from 7 cents, I was making 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents a day. Although the money was so little, but I was so excited because that is real passive income. I see this grow every day, and finally I was making over 60, 80, or over $160 just from people clicking on the ads. In a month, I'll be making a few $1,000s, and over several months, I was making over 5 figures of passive income. Wow. Wow. That was one of the most exciting things, and because of this, I started to teach my friends how to do it, and then they started to make money, and then word got around. Business owners, brands, bosses, marketing managers of companies started to say, "Hey Tian, why don't you help us to create? Why don't you teach us how to make an app?" And then I started to do more of that, and eventually Success Resources saw me, and then they said, "Hey Tian, why don't you come and speak in our event?" And eventually they invited me to speak in this event, which is my dream when I first started. That event is called National Achievers Congress, NAC. So 2 years ago, I had an opportunity to speak on NAC with the boss of AirAsia. Okay, and that was the first NAC event which I spoke at, and I fulfilled my dream. Guys, this is not about me. This is about who? You. Everybody say this is about me. I'm just sharing how one small little $200 mobile app, I learned it from a course I didn't have money to attend because I borrowed money to attend, and from that knowledge I was able to turn it into a passive income, and that changed my life. I'm sharing you what has worked for me. I believe that if you guys try this, some of you may just find a very surprising effect that a mobile app can have in your life, which is beyond just making money. It is more than just making thousands of dollars every month, but it is about helping people, changing lives, doing something that you love for once without having to worry about money. Is that important to you? Yes or no? Thank you. Okay, and I got invited to speak in UK. This is my very first time. I gone to Europe, and the people were very, very excited. So let's see a very short video clip of these people in UK. Can you say hi to my Singaporean friends? The count of 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, are they all very excited just like you guys? Hello? Okay, so they understand a very, very powerful and important principle, which is that success requires energy. Maybe you've heard this before. Can you say it again? Success requires energy. So who here, this year, you want to do even greater things than all the years before combined? So do you agree that you also need more energy to learn and to work on your business? Yes or no? Okay, how many of you, right, you support me to make this session the most energetic and powerful session in these 2 days? Okay, more, high, up? Yes. Okay, so how can we have high energy? So when you are sitting down, should you be sitting down lying back or sitting down straight? Yes. Should you be taking down notes or should you be playing on your Facebook or Zalo? YouTube. Say with me, take notes. Okay, should you be crossing your arms in skepticism, or will you open up your arms and learn, and open your heart and learn? Yes. So everybody, put your hand on the shoulder of the person beside you and say, let's learn together. Are you guys still enjoying so far? In this event, this is an event from Quantum Leap called Never Work Again from MMI, which people have invested up to 10,000 euros to be there. So that is a lot of money to be spent to learn how to never work again. So in During this session, I taught them how they can, a very simple 3-step system to be able to create their mobile app so that they can make passive income, quit their jobs, grow their business, and change the world. Is this something that may interest you? Okay, how many of you want to learn how to never work again? Okay, 10,000 euros. This is what people have paid for. So do you realize that by being here, you have already saved yourself at least a few thousand euros? You already made money by attending this 2 days event. Okay, if you apply that knowledge, you'll be able to make even more money. So this is a system which I taught them. It's called the 3C Instant App System. I believe it's inside your workbook. Okay, turn to the page where you can take notes. So I believe it's this page. They call the Starting a Mobile App Business. Quay, Lim Tian Yi, this page. Are you all there? How do you say this in Vietnamese? How do you read this in Vietnamese? Can you all say this together with me? 1, 2, 3. Okay, come on. So, if your neighbor cannot find it, help them to find it. If you are there, can you wave this workbook at me? Are you all ready? High five your neighbor and say, I'm ready. Okay, so this is the 3C app system that I've been using for my apps, that my clients, my students have been using to create their apps. It's called the 3C app system. Okay, write this down. Create, convey, and collect. Right, in fact, repeat after me in English. Create, convey, and collect. Okay, let's try again. Create, convey, and collect. Okay, so the first C is to create. What are we learning to create today? What are we learning now? Apps. So why mobile apps? Why? This is a very big question. There's so many ways to make money, but why mobile apps? Anyone played this game before? I think in Vietnam it's called another name, right? Okay, around the world this is called Monopoly. So the objective of the game Monopoly is to make as much money as possible, and at the end of the game, right, you have all the pieces on the board, then you become the champion. Or you become the last person standing, then you become the champion. So guys, in this game, how do you make money? What? Yes, buy property. Right, you heard from Adrian. Buy property. Is property a good source of income? Amazing, I love property. We have properties as well. So in this game, the objective is to buy as many property as possible. True or true? The more properties you have, the more chance of your opponent landing on your property so that they pay you money. True or true? So what happens when you go to other people's property? What happens? You have to pay them money. So if you pay more money than you earn, what happens to you? You will lose the game. If you earn more money than you pay, what will happen? You win. Game is a reflection of life. Say with me, game is a reflection of life. That's great. So over here, imagine yourself, just think about it. On your smartphone, every day, what you are doing? You are using the app. You are spending money on the app. True or true? Have you ever spent money on things in the app before? So it's just like you landing on the pieces of the chessboard. You're always the one paying money to people. And all these pieces on the Monopoly board is a reflection of all the apps that you have on your smartphone. And for you to be able to make money, you need to have your own apps. And when you have your apps on the smartphones, when other customers, other people download your app on their smartphone, when they use your app, who makes money now? The more apps you have on the smartphone, it's the same as the more pieces of properties that you have on the Monopoly board. So who here you want to win the game of Monopoly? Demo time up? Yes. So create as many apps as possible. Make more money on apps than you are spending money anywhere else. And then you'll become financially free. Then you can spend more time doing the things that you really, really love. So this is a comparison of the sales of smartphones versus the sales of computers, desktops, and PCs. Look at the black color line. That is the number of sales of computers every single year. Is it growing or is it dying? Why? Because of smartphones. Smartphone sales, when Apple first launched their phone over more than 10 years ago, sales of smartphones have exploded. Now you have, besides Apple, you have Samsung, Huawei, Vivo, Xiaomi, all the different brands. And sales of smartphones have been growing exponentially. On average, there's 300 million computers being sold per year. But on a smartphone, on average, there's over 1.5 billion smartphones being sold every single year. For every one computer that's being sold, there's 5 smartphones being sold. Who here you carry more than one smartphone? How come? How you have 2 smartphones you can use like that? Why do you need 2 smartphones? One for Android, now is one for taking photo and one for calling, right? This is what hot boys and hot girls do now. So the thing is, for your business to grow, should you be targeting the computer users or should you be targeting the smartphone users? To buy a property in Vietnam, how much does it cost usually? I have a property in Halong Bay, which is about 100 plus thousand US dollars. So the thing is, what if you couldn't afford that much money to buy properties? Could you start with creating mobile apps first and make the money to buy actual properties? So this is what is happening. You are making money from a smartphone. You are creating virtual properties on your smartphone. And these virtual properties are collecting rent and making you passive income every single day. In fact, every single hour. Some of you, maybe every single minute, if your app has got a lot of users. Who is this guy? Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, all of you use his app. What is his first mobile app? The app called Facebook, right? So on Facebook, when Facebook first launched their app made them about 10% of the company's revenue. But you fast forward now, Facebook's app makes them almost over 80% of the company's revenue. What does it mean to you is that if you turn your website to a mobile app, or you create a mobile app now, that mobile app eventually will make you over 80% of all your income. Is this good or good? So let me share with you a little bit more numbers that's happening in the world. So right now there's about 4 billion internet users in the world, and there's about 2 billion smartphone users. There's 2 billion, 4 million websites, 4 billion website users and 2 million websites. So if I take 4 billion divided by 2 billion, I'll be able to see that every day, for every one website, they will get an average of 2 visitors per day. One website, 2 visitors per day. So can you imagine, you open up a pho restaurant, okay, and every day, only 2 people come into your shop to buy pho from you. How long can your restaurant last? Not very long, yes or no? You guys, are those of you at the back, are you following me? Can you see me? Alright, if you're still with me, can I hear a shout from the back over there? Yes. Okay, thank you very much. So here, comparing to smartphone market, there's about 2 billion people that has access to smartphone, and these 2 billion people are being served by less than 4 million apps. So what this means is that for every mobile app out there, we are looking at about 1:700 users. It's amazing. Which one would you rather to be in? Every day 2 people come to your shop, or every day 700 people come to your shop. Like Li Kwok Su, right? Every day is always full. And I happened to be there when the Korean president came to Hanoi. I was in the exact same shop where the president came and had his fur. I was so lucky. Amazing. And these are the different apps that we have. Earlier on, we showed you native, which is number 1 in the Apple Store, in the Android Store, which it could not be possible if we tried to sell it on Google. Okay, and can you imagine every day 700 people downloading, using your app, buying things from the app. Every day 700 people landing on your property in the Monopoly game. Do you think you can make a good, passive, healthy income from there? Yes, this is what I'm trying to get you all to see, the power of being an apps business. So many of you are thinking now, hey, Tian, yeah, okay, good, I want to make money, but I have no idea what apps to build. Anyone, you have no idea what apps to build. Would you like to get some ideas today? Yes. Okay, high five your name and say you will get a lot of ideas today. So I've classified all the apps out there into 4 major categories. How many categories? Okay, so the first type of app that you can create, which is what the first app that I created, is called an information app. Please say it in English. Information. So information app, you're teaching people something, you're giving them content so that they can learn from you. Okay, the second type of app you can create are utility apps. Okay, say with me, utility. Anyone woke up using an alarm clock app? Yeah, that is an example of a utility app. Your Zalo, Google Maps, these are all utility apps as well. The third type of app that you can create are game apps. Okay, please say with me, game apps. Okay, anyone played before Pokemon? Anyone played before Angry Bird, Candy Crush? Okay, these are all smartphone games. The fourth type of app that you can create, okay, which usually most of my Vietnamese students, they will want to create are service apps. Say with me, service apps. Okay, who came here by Grab? You used the Grab app to come here. Yes, that is an example of a service app. The Knock Knock app, the laundry service, that is an example of a service app as well. Okay, so let me show you, can I show you examples of these apps that as my students and clients have created? Is it okay? Yes. Okay, so who here, before your stomach eat, your phone have to eat first? Yes, that's what people do all the time. Okay, so the first type of app that you create is the information app. Okay, say with me, information. Okay. So information app is, for example, this is one of the app created by one of my students. This is an air fryer app. This app teaches people how to cook without using oil. So it's a healthy, very healthy way of cooking. So some of you may feel that, wow, creating an app is going to be very, very expensive. Okay, so let's hear how much did Brandon actually spend to create his app.
Hi everyone, my name is Brandon. I attended training in November. After the training, I engaged a developer to help me build a recipe app. The developer actually charged me only $60 to build this app. Then after that, about 2 weeks later, the keywords, 2 of my keywords actually went up to position number 1. So from this app, right, I'm actually making some passive income every day. As the user base continue to build, right, to increase, I'm actually getting more and more passive income. So everybody start making your apps. Thank you.
So Brandon is going out of job. Brandon is a property agent. And in Singapore, the property market is horrible, just like in many countries now. And he was facing a lack of income. He's facing, a situation where he cannot pay for his family anymore. So he has to do something new. But he was very skeptical because he has attended many seminars before and he didn't have any success. He didn't make any money from all these seminars. So he was very skeptical. So I challenged him, Brandon, if you come and you learn and you create your own app, if you don't make any money for your app at all, I will refund all your course fees as a punishment to myself. You guys, if I offer this same challenge to you, how many of you will take up this challenge? more, hi, ma. So that is what happens here. In the end, so he's found a developer who created his app for how much? $60. An app could be created from as little as $60. And so I was asking, hey Brandon, your app is so cheap. Are you sure your app can make money? It's just $60 app. So he said, Tian, actually, yes, my app does make money. And in fact, every month, this $60 app makes him over $100 per month in passive income. Is that okay? What if you had 10 of these apps, $60 apps? You'll be making $1,000 in passive income. So you do the math. Okay, number 2, say with me, utility. And this is one of my Vietnamese students' app. He's a martial arts instructor, so every day he teaches people how to punch, he teaches people how to kick and fight and defend himself. But after coming to class, he said, hey, Tian, I want to create an app that teach people how to study, teach Vietnamese how to learn English. But there's a big problem. Mr. Hill himself, he doesn't speak English. So how can he create an app that teach people how to speak English? Just like me, how can I teach people how to cook if I cannot cook? So guys, the wonderful thing is, you don't need to have the own content yourself. You don't need to be the own subject matter expert. Can you always ask somebody else to help you with the content? Yes or no? So he hired a native English-speaking person who was living in Vietnam, was teaching English in Vietnam. He just hired him, paid him a few $100s to create the content, and he has an app that teaches people how to learn English in Vietnam. That's amazing. Let's give Mr. Hill a big round of applause. Okay, who here will love to play mobile games? Yes. Okay, so here, this is AJ. So I taught AJ how to buy games. I taught AJ how to buy games and make passive income from these games. The thing is, AJ, he was struggling financially. So he had to borrow money, okay, to come and learn. And the thing is, so AJ, he goes to work every day in a job that he didn't like at all. And every month, he would take some money out and invest in games. So over several months, he spent a few $100s every month to buy all these games. And eventually, he was making over 4 figures of passive income per month.
My name is AJ. I signed up for Teens course a couple of months ago. Remember, before I signed up, I still said that. So I signed up anyway. It turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. I followed his instructions and I found myself breaking into the 4-figure passive income range.
4-figure passive income range. So after he learned how to make over 4 figures of passive income every month, the context is AJ is an Indian who was working and living in Singapore. So after learning how to make passive income, he quit his job and now he opened an Italian restaurant in China. And not only that, he has a Chinese girlfriend. That is pretty international, isn't it? It all started from all these game apps that only cost him a few $100s to buy. Is that okay for you? Right here we're talking about life-changing stories. It's not just about money. And this is, look, his drinks, his restaurant, and all the health, the beautiful pictures, beautiful food that they have over there. Okay, and number 4, the 4th type of app that you can. What is the 4th type of app? Service. Right, say with me, services. Okay, so these are all my students who spoke with me on the first time I was at NAC. So they were sharing about their app. So the lady in pink, she has a number 1 app for anti-aging. So it's a healthy recipe app. And the one on the right side, that is AJ. Okay, which I just talked about. And the one on the right side, that is the husband of Eva, the owner of the Knock Knock Laundry app. So they were all sharing their app and asking people to download. Okay, who here would like to be on the stage with me in the next Wealth Summit, speaking in front of 1,000 people, promoting your app to them? Okay, more high five! Okay, high five, and then say, I want to be on this stage. Okay, so this is his app. Okay, and still remember at the start, okay, once a month they were coming to my office. At that time my office was in a university. I rented a very small office space. And every month together, he and his wife will come and I will coach them and I will consult them on their mobile app. So right now this app is number 1 in the App Store for laundry services. And they were featured on the homepage of the App Store. Okay, they even got people to invest in them because people liked their business and they wanted to buy their business. Okay, so he is from China. He doesn't speak very much English, and this is his experience after creating his laundry app.
Hello，我是 Jordan， 我是Laundry App 的创始人。我们目前来讲的话呢，每个月的任命大概可以到150千到200千的样子。然后我们也现在已经完成了几轮的方领，也正在做下一轮6轮的方领。我们大概方领的这个数量会在3个million到4个million这样。那我有幸跟天一也合作了很久。从最开始我们的这个我们 app 的开发，其实天一就帮我们做了很多的这种工作，包括我们的第一版本的 app 的开发，其实就是天一团队帮我们来做的。所以说我们也希望有更多的合作。谢谢。
Okay, come on, let's enjoy the vlog. Okay, so some of you may ask, wow, this app, it seems to be a very big app. So how much did actually Jordan pay to create his app? So Jordan, okay, but before that, did you hear how much money his app was making? We are talking about per month, right? So his app cost him about $30,000, 30K, but this 30K app makes him 200K per month. Can you see? A $60 app can make you $100 per month. A 30K app can make you 200K per month. That's about $200,000 per month. So the more you invest, the bigger, the more people you can help, the more money that you can make. Make sense? If you understand what I'm saying? Like if you want to play big, then you invest big. But you can start from $60. You can start from $60 like Brandon. You can start with $300, okay, like AJ, which apps makes him over $1,000 every single month. And again, we're not just talking about making money. Because of this app, now Jordan and his wife can stay with his daughter every day. They don't have to go to office every day anymore, working at a job which they no longer like. We're talking about an app that changes life, not just their lives, but also the lives of the people their app is helping to serve. Does it make sense? Hello? Yeah. Okay, so let's do a very quick recap. What is the 4 types of apps that you can create? Number 1. Okay, please say with me in English, information. Okay, number 2, utility. Okay, number 3, game. Number 4, service. Okay guys, let me ask you a question. Do you need to have your own content to create an app? Yes or no? No. Do you need to have your own idea to create an app? Yes or no? No. No, you can borrow from other people. Do you need to know how to program or code an app before you can have an app? No, you can be like AJ, you can hire developers, you can buy apps out there. So you don't need to have all these things yourself. All these skills can be gotten from other people. So the second C is convey, right? Say with me, convey. Okay, so let's do the same. Let's revise the 3 C's again. Number 1 is? What's number 1? Create. Okay, say with me in English, create. Okay, number 2, convey. And number 3, collect. Okay, so right now we're at the second point. Okay, please say with me, convey the message in English. After creating the app, the next thing is you want to get people to download it, true or true? So that's what we're trying to do over here. So this is a survey done in Vietnam, asking Vietnamese, hey, those apps that you have on your smartphone right now, how do you know about this? Who told you about this app? How do you get to know about this app? Okay, and this is the top 3 results. This is the top 3 results which people know about apps in Vietnam. What is number 1? Facebook. Yes, number 1 is Facebook. So you download the apps because you see people posting about these apps on Facebook. And what is number 2? Number 2 is? Say with me, friends. Okay, so number 2 is friends. And number 3, the third way you know about apps in the App Store is through the App Store itself. Alright, say with me, App Store. Right, maybe today, tonight, one of the nights you're very hungry, all the restaurants are closed, then you use the app and you say, food delivery. Okay, and then boom, Foodie come out. And then you say, hey, wow, that's great, I never heard of this app. And then you download the Foodie, and then you order the app the food from Foodie, and then every night now, you don't go out anymore. You just use Foodie to order food for you. Okay, and then you tell your friends, hey, Foodie is very good. Okay, why don't you use it? And then you don't have to be hungry anymore. So this is the top 3 ways which Vietnamese know about mobile apps. Okay, again, what's number 1? What's number 1? Facebook. Number 2, friends. And number 3, App Store. And all these is free of charge. You don't have to spend money to run ads. So sometimes people feel that, wow, you need millions of dollars for you to run marketing. Yes, that is true, that is good to have, but the thing is, even if you don't have that much money, you can get people to download the app for free. In my very first app, the recipe app, I had no money for marketing. All the people who downloaded my app, they downloaded my app from App Store because they were looking for healthy recipes. That was how I got people to download my app. I didn't have to spend a single cent because I didn't have money for marketing. And when you make money from the apps, with the profit, can you reinvest it for marketing and make even more money? Yes or no? Yeah, so make money from free methods first, and then with the money you make, you can invest in marketing and get even more users and make more money and help more people. Understand? Are you all learning something today? Yeah. How are you guys today? Yeah. How are you guys today? Guys, say with me, outstanding. Outstanding. Okay, help me put one hand on the shoulder of the person beside you. Put it over here. Okay, and in a few seconds time, I want you to give him an earthquake, and say, create your app now! Okay, so what is number 3? What is number 3? What are we learning to collect today? Say with me, collect the money. Right, ultimately, after you create the app, after you get people to download the app, the last thing is you want to collect the money. So, if not, why do you create the app in the first place? So there is 4 ways for you to make money in the App Store. Okay, say with me, get paid. So this is the acronym that I'm going to use. So P stands for paid app. Say with me, paid app. So this, when you are selling your app like $1, $2 per download, that is called a paid app. Okay, the second way to make money from the App Store is through advertisements. Okay, say with me, advertisements. And then third way you can make money from the App Store is through in-apps purchase. Okay, please say with me, in-apps purchase. Okay, if you take Grab, you pay using your credit card inside the app, that is an example of in-apps purchase. The fourth way you are able to make money from the App Store, okay, is by drawing investments. Say with me, drawing investments. Okay, so people buy over your app. For example, Alibaba bought over Lazada for hundreds of billions of dollars. Okay, Facebook bought over Instagram for $1 billion. Okay, Facebook bought over WhatsApp for $19 billion. Snapchat listed their company in the stock exchange and they raised $24 billion. So all these are the powerful ways that you are able to make money by creating your mobile app. So far, are you all following me? Are you still happy today? Still okay? Yes. Okay, so this is the 4 ways of monetization, which I will use some of the case studies from my students, how they did it. Okay, so this is one of my students. Okay, his name is Louis. So Louis, his strategy of making money is to buy many simple games. So this is a game which Louis spent $300 to buy. $300 to buy. So this game, he was selling at $4.48 per download. It is a pretty expensive game. Okay, and Louis reported that every week, okay, every day you have sales, and you'll be making up to about, okay, this $300 app was making him about $100 per month. Still okay, right? A $300 app making $100 per month. But you may be thinking, just what $100 per month? So little. Okay, but Louis doesn't just have one app. These are all of Louis's apps. He has over 40 apps in the Apple App Store alone, 1 year ago. Now, I don't know how many apps he has already, possibly a lot more than that. Okay, let's do a quick calculation. Okay, if every app makes him $100 per month, and if he has 40 apps in the App Store at $100 per month, how much passive income is he making? $4,000 per month in passive income from all these apps that only cost him a few $100 each to buy. Can you do this? Can you buy one app a month? Can you do that? And in 1 year from now, if your app only makes $100 per month for each app, 1 year from now you'll be making $1,200 per month. And every month your only investment is $300. Can this be done? Okay, so this is one of the simplest way to make money from the App Store. Buy an app and then let it make passive income. And then just collect more and more and more. So that's what we do as well. That's what we teach our students as well. So this is Hasif. Hasif bought an app, and Hasif's app, in 2 months, he got over 10,000 downloads. Okay, and every day this app is making this is what the app looks like. This app is making, making the ads, and he's making about $5 to $20 every day from an app which costs him only $50 to buy. Is that okay? So let's share you many ways of how you can get started, even if you don't know any programming skills, even if you have no idea, even if you don't have a lot of money to invest, it's okay. Learn first, and then you will learn how to be able to make money, okay, without using a lot of money. And who is this guy? Okay, where is he from? Yes. Okay, and I want to introduce him because he used the second method very well, which is advertisement. Okay, say with me, advertisements. So he makes money from. Anyone play his game before? What's the name of this game? Yes. How many fingers do you need to play this game? Just one, right? So as I play this video, can you play the game with me? Just use your one finger to tap. Okay, so that your bird don't crash into the pipe. So this is how you play. You must avoid crashing your bird into the pipe. Okay, press. No, don't crash into the pipe. Press. Oh, you died. You crashed in the pipe. Okay, and your punishment for dying is to watch an advertisement. Who here hates watching advertisement? But who here you love people watching your advertisement because you can make money? Okay, high five your neighbor and say, watch my advertisement. Yeah, it was reported that he was making more than $50,000 per day. So that is insane amount of money. So monetization number 3, right? Say with me, in-app purchase. So let me use my app as an example. So this is our native app. So I have other partners in this app as well. So native app is an app where you can buy discounted tickets, okay, and coupons. So this app we launched last year. On our first week, we generated about $1,000. And then as the months go by, okay, this app generated more and more income. So in our first 5 months, this app generated close to $148,000. Okay, in our first 5 months. Okay, and that is, as we get more and more users, okay, this app is generating more and more income for us. So we make money when people buy the tickets from our app. Okay, then we get a profit share from the restaurant or from the company that's selling the tickets. So people buy the tickets on the platform and we get a commission from it. Okay, so this is how we monetize this mobile app. So far, you all understand? Hello? Okay, and most powerful way, okay, is number 4. What is number 4? Okay, please say with me, drawing investments. Okay, come on guys, let's keep the energy up. Is that okay? Yeah, with you, right? I only have less than half an hour left. How many of you will give me the best 30 minutes of your energy? Okay, let's give yourselves a big round of applause. Amazing. Okay, so this is a group of my students, and can you see the guy in black shirt, the guy who's not smiling, the guy who looks very serious? Okay, so together after the class, they decided to create an app together as a group. Okay, so his app idea is to create an app that helps people to find funeral services. So meaning if your loved one passed away, you can use this app to find people who will take care of all these death services, okay, funeral services. And he reported that, okay, let me read to you, okay, in English, this paragraph. He says that from what I learned from a class, about 40 people in a class, I built my confidence to work on my app. So in a short 3 months, I've managed to convince and raise 1 million from a Malaysian investor. Guys, 1 million Malaysian ringgit is equivalent to 250,000 US dollars. And the amazing thing is, he got all this money from just an idea. He didn't even have his designs, he didn't even have his app. He just went to tell people, hey, I want to create this app. Do you think it's a good idea? If you think it's a good idea, can you give me some money so that I can create this app? Got it? Do you need to use your own money? Hello? Okay, high five your neighbor and say, I will use your money. Okay, this is 12-year-old An Yong. An Yong is my student in Vietnam. She's the youngest student that I have. And An Yong in the class, she presented an app idea. She said, hey, I believe that the future is about cryptocurrency. And so she wants to teach people how to trade and invest in Bitcoin. Hello, 12 years old. What were you doing at 12 years old? Who here you have children? Who here you want to have children next time? Who here you have children that you don't know yet? Maybe? Okay, those of you who have children, bring them to my class. Okay, buy a ticket for them. Because I will teach them how to make money so that they will be successful, so that they will give you money, and then you never have to work again. Maybe that is why my mother always asks me to attend seminar. Because she knows that if I learn, I can make money, and then I can give her money, and then she doesn't have to work. Okay, so An Yong, together with her mother, they came for the class, and An Yong won the best app idea in the class. She got the golden trophy. And when I asked An, why do you want to be successful? Why do you want to create app? He said that because she wants to take care of her father. The father is blind, the father cannot work. So the mother has to work to support the whole family. So An Yong wants to support her family. She doesn't want her mom to work so hard. And the thing is now, her mother actually has got cancer and she cannot even walk. She needs the walking stick. So look, this is the mother and the father and An Yong. So we took them to dinner one day in Jumbo Seafood Restaurant in Singapore, where they really had a very, very good time. So the thing, An Yong wants this to be more successful than ever before. And with the ideas that she had, she went out and she pitched and she raised 3,000 US dollars. 12-year-old An Yong, come on, give her a hand. Okay, people all over the world. This is, I won't play the video, but Aaron, within a few months after the class, he raised 100,000 ringgit. That is about 25,000 US dollars. Okay, so that is the 3C system. Yeah, come on, you guys learn all the 3C system. Okay, so are you tired of clapping already? Are you tired of high-fiving already? Okay, because the more you clap, the more you high five, the more energy you have. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Alright, and as promised, if you stay to the end of presentation, I will give you my free ebook called Smartphone App Secrets. Would you like me to send this to you? Okay, great. Okay, so how am I going to send it to you? I will send it to you on my Facebook and my Instagram. Okay, so first, I will need you to go to my Facebook and Instagram. Okay, search for my full name, Lim Tian Yi, that is my full name. Okay, make sure you see this photograph. And I would like you to do 3 things. If not, I cannot send the book to you. Okay, the 3 things that you need to do, number 1 is follow me. Okay, number 1, follow me, follow my Instagram and my Facebook. Okay, at Lim Tian Yi. Make sure that you see this photograph. If not, it's not me, alright? So make sure you see this photograph, follow my Instagram and Facebook account. In fact, do it right now. And then tonight, I'll be able to send you that ebook. Okay, right now, open up your Facebook, open up your Instagram, search for my full name, Lim Tian Yi. Number 1, follow me, my Instagram and Facebook. And number 2, can you give me some like? Are you enjoying what I've given you today? Yeah, so give me some love, like it. And number 3, okay, very important, is to leave a comment. And you can comment anything about the photo, except send me my book now. Hey, don't do that, okay? Just comment anything on the photo, but can you don't comment on my body? Can you don't say your eye is so small and whatever? You say, oh wow, just say anything normal, just like how you are post. Whatever that post is about, just post something normal. Leave a very normal comment, just like a normal person. Right, tonight what will happen is, I will send the download link of the book onto my Facebook and Instagram on this post, with this photo, okay, on this photo. So because you have followed and liked and commented on this photo, you will receive the notification, and then that will allow you to be able to download the book. Got it? So I'll just give you guys about 30 more seconds to do that, and then once you're done, keep your phone, okay, and then I would like to introduce some people up on the stage. Give yourself another big round of applause for being so hungry to learn. So as a result of me creating my very first app, my life has changed tremendously. Okay, alright, just put down your phone now. Okay, you can try to find it later. So here, I would like to say that finally, me and my dad, we are very good friends now. We are very, very close. We never fight, hardly fight anymore. And whenever I travel, he will always send me to the airport. So we have great relationships. He never says any bad word, never hit me or my mother anymore. Okay, he's totally financially free. He doesn't have to work. He enjoys the rest of his life every day right now. And this is my mother. Okay, my mother is a very, very kind person. This is the mother that has protected me since I was young. And my mother, because she's a very kind person, she gets cheated by people very easily. And because of that, she was scammed. She lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. She even owed the bank so much money that she couldn't afford to pay the bank. So every day, right, she had to work until 2, 3, even 4 a.m. just to be able to pay off the interest rate and the bank loan. So she was in a very tough situation. She didn't have money to buy good new clothes. She didn't have the money to travel. She didn't have the money to take taxi. So she was living a very, very tough life. So this is what my mom says.
I'm Jamie's mother. All the while I'm working part-time. My income is just basically to cover my daily expenses. A few years back, I was cheated. all my money, beside my cash, I take up bank and credit card loan. The credit card and bank loan interest almost all my monthly income. That's what Singapore dollar 1,000 plus every month. Every month I'm struggling for cash to pay the credit card interest. Besides that, I need to take up more part-time job. I need to work tonight. I dare not to take taxi, only public transport. I want to eat, also have to look for cheaper store. I did not let Tian Yi know because I don't want him to worry about me. I prefer him concentrate on his work. Until last year, he asked my credit bureau statement. He saw the statement. He surprised I carry so many loans that none of the family members know. He made arrangement to pay off all my credit card and credit loan. That's what amount Singapore dollar 60,000. Appreciated. Thank you. My burden was gone. I have more freedom. I can look for nice food I like to eat and go for some shopping. I'm proud of Tian Yi.
Yeah. Okay, so I had the privilege to be able to pay off all my mom's debts. She no longer owes any money to the bank. She's financially free. She doesn't have to worry about money anymore. And every day she's enjoying her life. How many of you want your parents to enjoy their life for the rest of their lives? Yeah, okay, high five your neighbor and say, you can do it. So bring your children, bring them with you to the class. Let me teach them how to make money so that they can retire you. Sounds good? That is real passive income, right? Okay, child, make money for me. Go to Tian Yi class, create apps, make money for me. Okay, that's what. And this is my mother. Okay, she's a lot healthier, a lot more beautiful than ever before. Okay, now she's traveling, she's buying new clothes, she's eating great food, healthy food, which she couldn't do in the past. And one of my passions is real estate investments. So after creating my app, after experiencing some financial breakthrough, I got the property investments. Okay, I bought my first property in Singapore, and then I bought a bungalow in Australia. I bought a hotel, okay, not the whole hotel, right? Just one of the room in the hotel. Okay, I bought it in Malacca, Malaysia, and I bought one in Halong Bay, okay, by FLC. And this is my latest project. Okay, so it's a big piece of land in Laos. I believe that Laos is going to be a great place for real estate development. And my dream is to build a solar farm like that in Laos, okay, with my Laos partners. Why? So that we can give good, clean, affordable energy for the people of Laos to help them to grow the economy. So this is what we are trying to do in Laos right now. Okay, and this is the program that I would like to introduce to you. And if you find a good fit, that if you are interested in creating an app, okay, come to this class and you're going to learn a lot of things. Okay, and I would like to introduce two of my good friends, okay, who used to be my students. Okay, now they are my friends, they are my partners. I would like them to share about their experience, okay, of attending the class. So can you help me to give Thor and John, okay, wherever you are, okay, please come up to the stage right now. Yeah, John and Thor. Okay, yeah, come up to the stage right now. They are a little bit shy, so just wait a while. Okay? Let's come on. Yes, your turn. Come on, one more time. Okay, take this first, the Thor first. Okay, so this is Thor. This is one of his apps called Cook. Okay, it's live in the App Store, recommending people what to cook every day. In 1 week after attending the class, he managed to raise $45,000 US. Who invested in that? It's the students that were seated together with him in the class. $45,000 US, the signed deposits. Okay, and okay, come on. Let's please share in 2 minutes what happened.
Okay, xin chào tất cả mọi người. Vì có 2 phút trên này thì mình cũng chắc là cũng xin phép là không giới thiệu nhiều về bản thân mà mình sẽ nói luôn lại các bạn vì các bạn đến đây thì đều tìm kiếm cho mình một cái cơ hội nào đó. Thì chắc là mình cũng phải rất là cảm ơn đến Babylon cách đây 3 năm. Thì mình cũng giống như các bạn ngồi đây và mình đã tham dự rất nhiều cái chương trình khóa học của Babylon. Nhưng tuy nhiên thì sau 1 năm thì mình cũng chả làm gì cả nên chả chuyện gì xảy ra. Và chính xác là trước cái tháng 12 năm 2017 thì mình lại đến tham dự một chương trình như thế này tiếp. Và vô tình thì lúc đó thì mình gặp Tian Yi. Mình cũng rất là tò mò bởi vì thực sự là xem cái chương trình này nó có gì hay, nhưng mà tuy nhiên về bản chất mình là một dân làm marketing, nên mình cũng tìm hiểu xem là trong những cái nội dung này có gì hay để nó có tạo cho mình một cái cơ hội không, bởi vì có thể nó là cái xu hướng 4.0. Mặc dù là mình thì cũng nói thật các bạn là không biết tiếng Anh, không biết tí nào lập trình. Và sau 2 ngày học ở trong cái chương trình của Tian Yi thì thực sự mình thấy rất là mệt. Đó là cảm giác đầu tiên. Bởi vì một thằng như mình không biết tí gì về kỹ thuật, không biết tí gì về tiếng Anh và nghe lùng bùng một đống kiến thức ạ. Nhưng mà rất tiếc là khi mình hỏi các bạn về lập trình và đặc biệt là bách khoa ở Việt Nam mình và đội giao thông vận tải thì đào tạo ra rất nhiều thành viên, thì các bạn đều nói đây là những kiến thức cơ bản mà thôi. Thế thì cuối cái ngày thứ 2 thì đêm về thực sự là mình cũng trăn trở rất là nhiều và mình cũng đặt vấn đề là cô sẽ làm thế nào. Thế thì sau đó thì mình mới ngồi mình lục lại và thực sự là không ngủ được. 1 giờ đêm thức dậy và đọc lại toàn bộ cái kiến thức nhanh trong vòng 2 ngày học. Thì mình đã mất 4 tiếng để mình viết ra toàn bộ cái kịch bản cũng như là toàn bộ cái nội dung mà cho một cái sản phẩm, một cái dự án mà mình mong muốn triển khai. Và sau cái 4 giờ đó thì thực sự là mình rất là hứng khởi và rất là hăm hở để đưa nội dung này, và lúc đấy là không ngủ nữa. Và trong cái buổi học cuối cùng thì mình sâu toàn bộ cái dự án của mình lên, và lúc đấy chỉ nghĩ đơn thuần là thôi thì dòng đời xô đẩy phải nói nốt cho nó xong. Thế nhưng mà rất tiếc là cái dự án của mình thì lại đạt được một cái ngưỡng, đó là gì ạ? 90% tất cả các bạn học của mình đều ủng hộ và đều giơ tay. Và lúc nãy Tian Yi vừa có chia sẻ các bạn hình ảnh đó, thì trong đó mình đã nhận được sự đầu tư của 8 bạn học viên cùng lớp. Các bạn đầu tư cho mình và mình kêu gọi được gần 1 tỷ để thực hiện cái dự án của mình. Đó là toàn bộ cái nội dung mà mình ghi nhận. Và sau 1 năm, hơn 1 năm, bắt đầu từ tháng 12 năm 2017 đến giờ là hơn 1 năm, thì hiện nay mình đã và đang tham dự làm founder cho khoảng 6 dự án. Và chắc là bây giờ là giờ trưa rồi đúng không ạ? Các anh chị có thể có một cái dự án mà gần đây nhất mình đã hoàn thành và đã đưa lên App Store. Các anh chị có thể vào ứng dụng, các anh chị đánh chữ phở 29 á. Các anh chị đã ăn phở không ạ? Ai ở đây đã từng ăn phở rồi giơ tay được không ạ? Vâng. Thì đây ạ, cái app ứng dụng này mình sẽ mong muốn rằng là trong vòng 3 năm tới thì toàn bộ các hệ thống quán phở trên toàn bộ lãnh thổ Việt Nam và xa hơn là quốc tế nó sẽ gia nhập cái ngôi nhà ứng dụng này của mình, và từ đó mình có thể cung cấp được toàn bộ những cái thông tin cơ bản nhất. Và anh chị hãy tưởng tượng rằng là ngày hôm nay ở một nơi khác, một tỉnh thành khác và một địa phương nào đó mà anh chị chỉ cần vào ứng dụng anh tìm kiếm, anh chị sẽ thấy ngay được cái quán phở. Và điều đặc biệt nhất là trên quán phở này anh chị biết được chất lượng của nó, thì bao nhiêu chị mong muốn là mình sẽ cần thông tin này. Vâng, thì tất cả những cái nội dung này có lẽ là các chị sẽ tìm được các cái thông tin, các cái kiến thức đó ở trong những cái chương trình khóa học của Tian Yi. Tuy nhiên mình đứng đây mình không bán hàng cho cái khóa học này, và mình chia sẻ rằng là để đạt được cái điều này thì cần một cái điều là các chị cần phải có cái động lực, có niềm tin và có hành động. Và để rút ngắn hơn được cái này thì thực sự là mình vừa chia sẻ lúc nãy mình có 4 giờ đồng hồ mình tổng kết lại và mình đã gom vào thành một cái tài liệu, thì mình muốn chia sẻ với và bao nhiêu anh chị muốn nhận cái công thức này ạ? Vâng, rất là dễ thôi ạ, bởi vì cái bộ tài liệu này thì nó gồm 56 trang và anh chị cần đọc một tí thôi. Và ở đây thì mình sẽ không dạy gì mình in ra để phát cho anh chị, thì các anh chị vui lòng vào website lentuanduy.net thì mình đã soạn toàn bộ tài liệu đấy, và nếu anh chị nào muốn nhận thì hãy đăng nhập vào đó để lấy. Vâng, xin cảm ơn.
Okay, cảm ơn. Okay, this is John. Okay, so John also came to the class, and John already has an app called X. It's like Grab like that for smaller provinces in Hanoi. Okay, and in the class he has a new idea. It's called iWork, and this is an app that helps businesses to find workers and employees for the company. Okay, the app is #1 in the App Store, the Android Store. If you search for iWork, and we've been featured in the newspaper before. And in fact, last year, okay, between a few partnerships, they actually even got over $350,000 in sales just last year. A few apps after they created the app. So, okay, John, come share a bit. What is the app about?
Okay, thank you Lim Tian Yi. Xin chào các bạn. Tôi chắc là một số anh chị chắc cũng trong nhìn xuống đây, một số anh chị chắc cũng biết về tôi. Tuy nhiên thì để chia sẻ cho quý anh chị biết về cái kết quả cái việc chúng ta xây dựng một cái dự án app. Thì trước lúc mà tôi đồng hành với anh Lim thì tôi đã xây dựng cho mình một cái ứng dụng Quay. Ứng dụng hiện tại là đang được 20.000 xe và hơn 100.000 lượt tải, có mặt hơn 13 tỉnh thành, tỉnh thuộc và thành phố Hồ Chí Minh rồi. Thì sắp tới đây thì sẽ có mặt tại Hà Nội để phục vụ người dân Hà Nội. Bao nhiêu anh chị thích sản phẩm Việt hả? Ok, cảm ơn anh chị. Và sau khi làm thành công cái dự án Quay thì tôi lại có một cái mộng lớn hơn nữa, tức là giải quyết được cái nỗi đau của xã hội. Không phải là việc kiếm tiền nhưng mà là làm cho xã hội có những giá trị tốt hơn. Thì tôi lại đầu tư một cái ứng dụng kế tiếp, đó là iWork. Nó là một cái hệ sinh thái siêu ứng dụng 8 dịch vụ mà tôi gọi một hệ sinh thái vòng tròn hạnh phúc của một con người, từ việc giúp việc làm cho tới nhà ở, cho tới là thể thao, cho tới là mạng xã hội, cho tới du học và xuất khẩu lao động. Và với cái hệ sinh thái này tôi xây dựng trong vòng 1 năm. Thì tới giờ này quý anh chị biết là tôi đốt hết cái dự án này bao nhiêu tiền chưa? Ai muốn biết không ạ? Cái thưa quý anh chị, chúng ta nhìn thấy trong 4 cái loại ứng dụng á, thì ứng dụng Service là ứng dụng mà là nhiều tiền nhất và xây dựng những dự án lớn nhất, ví dụ như Grab, Uber hoặc là những cái ứng dụng Airbnb thì rất là lớn. Thì iWork tôi xây dựng trên nền tảng đó, tới giờ phút này thì tôi đã sử dụng hết hơn 10 triệu đô la cho cái dự án này. Wow, các anh ạ. Tuy nhiên là tôi chưa đổi vốn, và bây giờ năm nay bắt đầu là vào cái vòng gọi vốn đầu tiên. Thì tôi đang làm việc với một số các quỹ của nước ngoài, quỹ Hà Lan, quỹ Ấn Độ và quỹ Singapore. Thì tôi bắt đầu gọi vòng đầu tiên đó là 10 triệu đô la. Và khi có được 10 triệu đô la tiếp tục thì tôi sẽ đặt ứng dụng này lên, cuối năm này sẽ đạt tới mức là 100 triệu đô la cái ứng dụng này. Bao nhiêu anh chị có ước mơ lớn à? Ok. Và anh chị đây là một cái ứng dụng rất là tuyệt vời, tại vì giải quyết được cái cơ hội rất là lớn. Và đồng thời là khi tôi start up cái dự án này thì có Bộ Giáo dục, Bộ Lao động Thương binh Xã hội, Bộ Khoa đang đồng hành cùng với dự án này của tôi. Và là đồng thời tôi cũng là một coach, một huấn luyện viên chuyên đào tạo về ứng dụng khởi nghiệp 4.0 cho toàn bộ giáo dục trên toàn quốc. Và một số doanh nghiệp hiện tại thì tôi cũng đang coach cho tầm khoảng 100 dự án khởi nghiệp ở Việt Nam, trong đó có sinh viên, có những doanh nhân, doanh nghiệp đang khởi nghiệp ở Việt Nam. Thế thì bao nhiêu anh chị muốn sử dụng cái ứng dụng này mà là mang thương hiệu của người Việt vươn tầm thế giới à? Ok, quý anh chị chỉ cần tải cái ứng dụng tên là iWork quý anh chị ha. 4 euro one. Đơn giản thế thôi, chỉ có 3 từ thôi. Quý anh chị có thể tải ngay bây giờ và chúng ta trải nghiệm sản phẩm của iWork, xem là nó tuyệt vời như thế nào. Và chúng ta là cứ một người tải ứng dụng ứng dụng thì đồng nghĩa là đã góp một cái phần công sức của mình vào việc xây dựng đất nước. Thế thì tôi đang xây dựng những cái triết lý này, đó là iWork thương hiệu Việt Nam vươn tầm thế giới. Và điều này là ở Việt Nam chúng ta chưa có một cái startup công nghệ nào mà làm được điều này. Thì với đội ngũ ban lãnh đạo iWork cũng như chính bản thân tôi là cha đẻ của đề án này, thì tôi đang xây dựng trên triết lý đó và có sự ủng hộ của chính phủ. Cho nên là rất mong trong tương lai chúng ta sẽ tự hào về cái ứng dụng iWork này. Cảm ơn chị rất nhiều.
Cảm ơn.
Thank you very much. Và một điều tuyệt vời nữa, anh Lim Tian Yi là nhà đồng sáng lập với cái ứng dụng này của tôi. Wow. Cho nên là cái việc iWork đi quốc tế rất là đơn giản các bạn ha. Thứ hai nữa là khi mà tôi năm ngoái thì tôi học một cái lớp của anh Lim Tian Yi, tôi cũng học một cái hội trường này, và khi tôi quyết định học cái lớp của anh Tian Yi thì tôi lại nâng cái tầm nó level rất là cao hơn nữa. Thì trước đó tôi đã start up ứng dụng công nghệ 2016 rồi, là thành công ứng dụng gọi xe công nghệ Go xe, thì đang là đối thủ của app đó. Thì khi tôi học xong lớp đó thì tôi là ý tưởng lớn hơn nữa là xây dựng một cái dự án công nghệ mà mang thương hiệu quốc gia vươn tầm thế giới. Cảm ơn quý anh chị rất nhiều.
John and Paul, another round of applause.
Okay. Yes. Tôi gửi cho Tian Yi. Nếu như mà từ món quà này là cái sản phẩm của iWork, cái voucher nó trị giá tới 5 triệu lận. 5 triệu đồng, ai muốn nhận cái voucher nè? Ok, mà tôi chỉ có một cái thôi. Ok, thì tôi gửi cho anh Lim Tian Yi. Nếu như mà ai đăng ký học cái lớp học của anh Lim Tian Yi ngày hôm nay, thì anh Lim Tian Yi sẽ là người trực tiếp tặng món quà này cho quý anh chị. Cảm ơn chị rất nhiều ạ. Ok, you see the voucher? Okay, you can give some.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, one more time. Can I get a bit of applause? Thank you. Okay, so do you guys, like after hearing from them, do you feel that you can do this as well? Right, I mean, I believe that you can do this because they came, they had no app knowledge at all, and they were able to create their first mobile app. So help me high five your neighbor and say, you can do it too. Okay, so at any point from now, okay, my time is up. I'll just very quickly, in 5 minutes, share with you what is inside this program. So at any time of time, you can go to the back. Okay, I think there's different booths. Okay, there's A and B and C. Just go to the booth nearest to you and register because we have something very amazing for you. Okay, so what are you going to get to learn? Okay, in these 3 days of mobile app class. It's called the Instant App Premium Program. You will learn how to even to buy your app on the first day of the program. Okay, so this is one of my students. Okay, he created his app, bought his app right within the 3 days program. And this is the game that he bought. Okay, it's a very cute car racing game, and this is the actual game, how the game looks like. I think there's sound. And then the advertisement will pop up, and then he will make money from the game. He got this within the class itself. Okay, so that's very amazing. Okay, these are all the students who got their app within the first day of the class. Okay, you will learn how to find your best app idea that you love that can help people while making money at the same time. So all these games will be, these are things that you're going to learn even if you have no app idea at all. Maybe you already have an app idea, you may even have an app already. You will learn how to improve on your app idea so that you will know what do people actually want. What 5 years, 10 years later, you will learn how to predict market trends so that your app will continue to be in demand even many years from now. Okay, you will learn how to be able to design your app even if you have no Photoshop skills, no designing skills. You learn how to design a world-class app so that people will want to download and use it. Okay, you will learn how to hire developers, reliable developers, even in Vietnam, they can create an app for you with low price, okay, so that you can get your app created even if you have no programming knowledge at all. Okay, and you will learn how to be able to protect your app idea. You learn how to, even if you're not a lawyer, you know how to get people, okay, to not steal your app idea, and that is very important. Okay, you also learn how to get your app to become #1 in the App Store, even if you're brand new, even if it's a new company, even if there are 100 competitors out there, you will learn how to become #1 in the App Store. Right? Who here would like to know how to be #1 in the App Store? Who would like to be #1 in your industry and in your business? Okay, more, hi, Come Come on, I can't hear you, man. Where's the energy? Okay, more high five. Okay, high five your neighbor and say you will be number 2. All of you, okay, you will learn how to be number 1 in your own industry. You learn how to make multiple sources of income by having your apps placed in the different app stores. Look, these are all the people, okay, who got awarded the best app ideas. You all learn how to raise money for your apps, even if you are not a public speaker at all. Okay, you will learn step-by-step system how to pitch your app idea, how to find investors, how to pitch to government organizations so that they give you money to create your app. You don't have to spend your own money at all. So I would like you to take a photo, take out your smartphone camera, take a photo of this date. This is my next class in Vietnam. I'm not sure whether I'll do it anymore again this year or next year. So make sure that you block yourself these days and come for this program. Okay, May 27 to 29. Okay, if you are from Ho Chi Minh City or if you are in Ho Chi Minh City that you're not free in this date, okay, you can go to Ho Chi Minh City May 31st or June the 2nd. Okay, that is my class in Ho Chi Minh City. You can ask your friends to go to this class as well. Okay, so I'm out of time, but I have a crazy bonus only for the first 17 of you that join in the next 15 minutes. This is a bonus which I've never ever given before in my whole life. Okay, and it's crazy because you want to get this. Because these are apps that can make you hundreds of dollars of passive income every month, which you will need to spend once and hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars to build yourself. Okay, if you join today, immediately go to the sales table right now in A and B. Okay, the next 15 minutes only, I'm not trying to pressure you because I only have a limited copy. You will get 1 free game app. Wow, I don't know if you understand this. You'll get 1 free game app. That means this app, immediately you can use it to make money. It has advertisements inside of it. Okay, I only have very limited copies because this one, our developers have to take time and money to be able to build this app for you. Okay, so if you guys join, okay, today, right now, you'll get this 1 free app which you can use immediately to make money for you. You'll be introduced to our developers in Vietnam who's going to help you to create your app. You'll get my free book, okay, absolutely 188-page book, how anyone within 10 days or less are able to create their app. And you have an opportunity to be like John and Paul, to share with me on the stage so that you can promote your app in front of thousands of people all over Vietnam, in fact all over the world if you want to travel with me. Okay, and you also get, okay, one of the most important things about marketing is on Facebook. Okay, so this is a course which I did in Vietnam called Social Media Mastery. I spent 3 days teaching this group of Vietnamese how to make money, how to use Facebook for their marketing. Okay, you will get this thumb drive inside, has got all the 3 days program recorded inside. And this is only, okay, for those of you who join today. Okay, this is very limited copy. You only have a few of this. Okay, you want to sign up, okay, like those people who are signing up right now. You will learn how to 5 times the number of followers on your Instagram, on Facebook if you learn this. Okay, so let me do a very quick recap. Okay, you will get 1 free app, okay, in the Play Store. You only have less than 20 of them. You'll get my 188-page absolutely book, how to make an app within 10 days or less. You have the opportunity to promote your app with me on the stages, Wealth Summit, anywhere I speak. You will get a home study course, okay, Social Media Mastery, to turn you into a social media marketing expert, and you get access, okay, to our recommended developers in Vietnam to create an app who are reliable and cheap. Okay, so Tian here, okay, I really love you guys. Okay, this course itself, okay, sells for 2,497 in Singapore, 1 person. Okay, that is 51 million. Okay, but if you guys, the first 70 of you that join today in the next 15 minutes, okay, this is only going to be 26 million. Okay, it's a very big discount. Every event is full, it's only 24 million, and you can bring 1 guest for free. Okay, you bring 1 guest for free, and then I will see you guys in my next class in May. Okay, head over to A and B. My time is out. I'm Tian. Love you guys. See you around. Take care.
Thank you.